Hey guys, it's Floridian Sunshine, and I am here to tell you that you are not perfect. But wait, don't go away. The good news is this: no one's perfect, and no one ever will be. All the stars and singers and Instagram people, even people in your own school that look pretty close to perfect, are just as insecure, broken, and flawed as you are. Flashback to not even a year ago. I had such a struggle with this. I was the most insecure person, but I was also the person that went out and encouraged everybody. I would quote Psalms 139:14 like it was my job. I would tell people how special they were, how loved they were, how flawless they were. And then I would come home and shut my door and look in the mirror and just bawl. I have verses and quotes about inward beauty and flawlessness and all that stuff written on every single mirror in my room. And I would wake up every morning and read them, and it never helped. I would tell everybody, you've got to find your beauty in God. But I couldn't find it. I would always ask God, why? Why couldn't my hair be blonde or brown? Why did it have to be in between? Why couldn't my eyes be bright blue? Why did they have to be gray blue? And I spent my whole life being so insecure of my body. For this society, being as skinny as I am just isn't healthy and isn't normal. All the insecurities I had just brought me so low every day of my life. You know, insecurities are the devil's way of holding you back from being the person you are meant to be. I cannot even tell you how many times I prayed this to God. I said, God, please let me wake up one morning and look in the mirror and see that I'm beautiful. And every morning I would wake up and look in the mirror and not find beauty, but just find me. Yeah, I read all these verses and quote all these verses to people about how your heart is where the true beauty comes from, but I didn't believe any of them. All I knew was that I wasn't as good as or as pretty as the next person. And that's what brought me so low. And then one night, I was laying in bed, you know. Thoughts always seem to just like hit you hard when you're laying in bed. And so it had been a really rough past few months for me. So I started sleeping with the Christian radio on. And while I was laying there, the radio announcer guy came on. And he simply said, when you look in the mirror, do you focus on the beauty or do you focus on the flaws? And when he said that, the radio just faded out in my mind, and that quote just played over and over and over again in my head. And it's like everything finally hit me. Every time I would look in the mirror, even if I was all put together and everything looked good, but my hair happened to be frizzy, or my makeup just didn't work right, that's what I would focus on. I would always focus on the flaws. And so, that night, I fell asleep with that quote replaying in my head. And then when I woke up that morning and looked in the mirror, for the first time in my life, I saw the beauty and overlooked the flaws. No matter if I'm having a terrible hair day, or no matter if my body is just awful, I don't focus on that anymore. When I look at myself, I find the best thing I can, and I focus on that. And since that night, my life has never been the same. God just ripped the devil's grasp off of me, and insecurities just fell. And I felt so free from the bondage of insecurity. And being like this right now, in front of all of you in my pajamas, with my hair pulled up and no makeup on, would have never happened a few months ago. But now I don't even care. And I'm here to tell you that you are not perfect. But I'm not perfect either, and there's no one in the world that's perfect. Everybody's flawed. Everybody's imperfect. Everybody has insecurities and hurts, and everybody's just a little bit broken. I just wanted to share my story with you, hoping that maybe one of you guys will be affected by this. And I've been changed, and I know that you can be changed too, and you can be free of stupid, dumb, disgusting insecurities. Change your focus, and I can guarantee it's gonna change your life. Nobody's perfect. Don't ever forget that.